Hi Gemini, it's your reading. I was going to say the month of November, but just how I've been doing it lately, it's been a little bit different. It's not the same for everyone, but it's a little bit different. I just feel like these are pretty much present energies from the cards, so I'm going to read it as best as I can. It may not resonate to all of you, but those that I feel like it resonates what the cards are telling me. So I do apologize if it doesn't. So it's like um, it bums me out because like whenever I listen to readings and it's like it doesn't even get accurate. So I'm gonna do the best I can to give you the messages for the present moment. You're starting out with the Chariot, so I feel like you're moving in a direction. Some of you, you've been waiting on something or someone in love and relationship, and this is a love and relationship reading. So, by the way, so I do feel like you're on good ground and good terms with them, but I feel like there's a problem here when it comes to this person you're dealing with, or in love in general. Is you want something that will last forever, but it just seems like behind all that, maybe it's intention of the other person, maybe it's just something about the situation that you've been going through. Is there's been a lot of I'm not saying deceptions or someone that has not their best interests at heart, but I always feel like this is a sneaky card. Maybe someone's not ready to accept this connection with you as much as you are. And I'm not saying they're a bad person, but I just feel like they're trying to figure this out. I always feel like this is almost like the Libra card. You could be dealing with a Libra, but it's more of you want something forever. That's what I'm getting. You want something that's going to last, but I just feel like the person you're dealing with maybe comes out as the Seven of Swords, like sneaky behavior, something that's not you want them. I do believe you want them. It's just something about not necessarily their energy or they have bad intentions. It's just I feel like they're in a place of uncertainty. It could be kind of deceptive energy, like maybe you feel like they love you, they want to be with you, but maybe they're not putting in the effort. I do feel like sooner or later this person is going to make a decision on who they want to be with. It could be you and another person that they're dealing with. But I just feel like with the Seven of Swords, do be careful, of course, but I don't think they have any ill intention. It's just the energy of the card. I really just feel like it's mainly undecisiveness about the connection you have. Because ultimately, I feel like what's going on is you want the home, you want the family, you want the kids, you want the everything with this person, but maybe you or them, it doesn't have to be you. Maybe your behavior's kind of sneaky. Maybe you and them are stuck at a point. I do feel like there is some shock of the news, maybe coming in, or maybe something you're dealing with about this person, or that you've dealt with a lot of person. But I do feel like something needs to be addressed here. Something needs to be talked through. And I do feel like you're getting your clarity about the situation. Something was weird about you're not necessarily dealing with a Leo, but Leo came up for this card for me, but also Taurus. I do feel like what this person brings for you and brings at the table, the mystery of them, and maybe that's what you fell in love with them. They are another wolf energy like you. But yeah, they bring a lot of abundance, a lot of fertility in your life, a lot of good things. I do feel like they want a new beginning with you. They want to start something fresh with you. It's just they need to feel solid in their decision. I think a lot of it, that's why the sneaky card is coming up, is they don't feel a sense of stable. Like they can't feel like they can move fully, completely, because they don't know where the next step is going to lead. I think sooner or later they're going to be clear of their direction with you. It's just really hard when we get in these predicaments. I'm not saying this is your situation. It could be for another person, but I know for like 2 Geminis personally, I know where you're in a situation where it just seems like the other person, you want a lot from them. This is 2 Geminis, I'm thinking, maybe the 2 aspects of the twins, is you've put a lot of time and effort into something, and maybe at one point you were juggling on what you wanted, and maybe this person wanted you, and then in some way you put everything down, you put everything aside so you could be with this person. I still feel like you are hanging on, but there's a part of you that feels like, how long are you going to wait to make things happen with this person? Maybe they've just been in a very vicious cycle in their life where when it comes to hard choices, it's really hard for them to make those choices because they've made mistakes in the past that they regret, and it's really hard for them to make solid choices. It's not that they're indecisive, it's that they've seen the errors of their ways, and it feels like if they make a wrong, bad choice, then they're doomed forever. And I don't think necessarily they're doomed with you. They're just doomed with the heartbreak of it. I feel like that's why it seems maybe you're getting this energy from them. Like they're undecisive. Will they make their mind up? They claim they want it, and their actions prove it. But also too, it proves that they're in this standstill, stuck energy that's not really going anywhere. And I feel like they are going to get out of this energy somehow. I do feel like it's just a matter of time where they actually feel solid about, okay, if I make this choice, either way there's going to be consequences. Either way there's going to be results that they may not like. And maybe their biggest fear in life is heartbreak. Not just them ending something, but them having to deal with the heartbreak of losing someone, because they've been in that maybe relationship for so long, or they've been invested so long, and it just, they've left them before and caused a lot of grief in the past, and maybe they promised themselves in some way they're not going to do that, but when they met you, it changed that. It made them want to end things in some way, because they knew they were missing a lot of this real energy that Geminis give. Now, Geminis can be the player too. Don't get me wrong. Maybe you're the player who's undecisive here. But I feel like Geminis are leveling up to maturity this year, especially with this North Node in Gemini. So I think just be patient with them. You know, and maybe it takes some time, but I do feel like they're going to come to a conclusion. Maybe they something see in the way. I feel like they're getting closer and closer, so don't give up on them, Gemini. They are going to come around and work with you and start something great. They just need to figure out how to put everything together. Now, this is what they're going through. This will give more clarity on how they feel about you and what's going on in their mental space. You see, is this you or them? Maybe, I don't know. Well, that was weird, you, but this is, I don't know. You both are very magical people, but anyways, this is them. That's you, okay? They're a very powerful and beautiful being, whether they're male or female, doesn't matter. I do feel like they hold the key to their success in life with you. Both of you mirror each other. I do feel that with this card. I also feel like when they're with you, they feel a sense of power, maybe entitled power. Dangerously wicked, but Um, I do feel like they're bored at this point. They're getting tired. They've done a lot of healing. They've done a lot of work on themselves and trying to figure out the best solution to the problems in the relationship and really trying to figure out what can they do. I do feel like they're trying to get focus of their direction. That's the biggest issue right now because they do want a solid foundation with you. They want something solid. I do feel like they're in agony because they're not with you, or in some way they feel in agony because things aren't as stable as they would like. So at this point they are patiently waiting. I do feel like they have a sense of not denial, but maybe betrayal of themselves, that they know what they want, but it's like out of their reach. I do feel like with you, Gemini, there's a little bit of challenge with them, but I do feel like they give you a sense of healing and you both heal each other. I do feel like, and the love that they have for you is so unconditional. It's so powerful when you both connect to one another and you both fill each other up, because I feel like overabundance love you both have, even if it's in slightly a weak relationship where you've been together for so long, there is a sense of belonging. There is a sense of this is love. But I do feel like if it's something new, this person puts so much effort into you and you put so much effort into them. But like I said, there is a sense about them that they don't have within their means a stability to make these decisions. That's been very hard on them because I feel like ultimately they want to make you happy, and it tears them up that they can't. But also too, they're trying to figure out what's the next step. How can I move forward? How can I get on my own? How can I make this work? There's a lot of contemplation, so don't give up on them. Alright, so this is what you're feeling, Gemini. You're manifesting things just as much as they are. Your emotions are feeling like you're imprisoned with the situation. You want things to change. I do see that with them. This is a little bit of how you're feeling with them. They've made you go inside. They've made you take an action, but it's taken a lot of strength. It's taken a lot of rebirth and transformation. They've brought you out of this very dark place. You could be having a child with them or have children with them. But ultimately, you do make them happy. You make them feel secure. You make them kind of like that cancer reading. You could be dealing with cancer. You can be fully yourself with this person. And this may be a new person, maybe just a person you're with. But they make you feel alive. They bring out a lot of passion in your life. They bring out a lot of sincere desires that you always want from a person. And I feel like if it's not this person and it's a new person, I do feel like there is a need to go forward on it. Maybe you're not used to that. Maybe you're just used to going on whatever feels best. Go with it because you've been doing that. But if this is someone that you're with, maybe things are growing. Maybe things are being reestablished. Maybe your love for them is growing. Even though there's been a lot of pain, there's been a lot of suffering that you've had to endure with this person, maybe in different past time. And I do see that even if it is a new person or old person, it doesn't matter. You've had many lifetimes with them. And I had a dream today of someone who I know, Gemini. In another life, you could have lived out differently than what you live out now. And I do sense that maybe in some way you lived with your family, but in another life you lived with their family. I don't know. I sense that too. But I do feel like whether it's a new or old person, this person makes you feel alive. Like I said, it could be Leo, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpion. I don't want to say all these names. But this person makes you feel alive, makes you feel reborn, makes you feel like a king or queen of yourself. and can give you the ability that you need and desire. You desire so much, so equally you match each other. Like I said, you could be dealing with the Cancer because they had all these cards, and that's how you made them feel. If you're dealing with a Cancer or whatever in a relationship, because I deal with 2 Geminis on a regular basis. So yeah, you both mirror each other. But like if it's an old relationship you've been with some time, there's been a lot of healing. But I do see that you guys are moving forward. Maybe that's what's helping this relationship, is this child coming in, or you've had children, and this child you have with this person is actually transforming the relationship to something greater and something that can long last be. But I feel like you are manifesting just like what you want, what do you want to feel, and what you desire for things to change, because you want change, so you desire change. So, anyways, hope that makes sense.